Mr. Schuler, would you be so kind to just get an audio record just as a backup?
Oh,
We doing just audio?
No, it's video.
Okay. Does it matter that it's to my back?
No, I can see the back of your head.
Okay.
No, because she had a flu.
Just making sure.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, super bummed about that. Yeah. So, but I was like, they gotta get you filled up, otherwise you're not getting on an airplane in 4 days.
Where'd you guys go?
They went to South Dakota.
Oh, they went hunting all
Yeah,
day.
it was our, Griffin and Greta get on the plane and go.
Yes.
Calling the meeting to order at 5:30 PM. This is the Board of Directors' special school board meeting for Thursday, November 17th, 2022. Welcome to all visitors, guests, and media that may be watching, since no one else is in the room with us. We're going to start tonight with the board administrative roll calls. Mr. Felt here. Mr. Burns?
Here.
Ms. Schultz?
Here.
Ms. Getzko?
Here.
Ms. Danielson?
Here.
Mr. Schuler?
here.
All right, we're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving right along, first item on the agenda is a motion to approve the agenda and addendums.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda and addendum
I'll
as stated.
second.
Motion made by Ms. Getzko, seconded by Ms. Schultz. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Action items, number A, the resolution canvassing return of votes of school district general election, 4-year term and 2-year term. Superintendent Schuler.
Yeah, Heather's just posting that up there. As you can see, the 2022 resolution that we are canvassing the returns. As you can see, the totals there. The three that are moving forward are Ms. Erica Schultz, Mr. Jeffrey O'Neill, Mr. Hunter Felt. All are moving forward with 4-year terms. And down below a little bit farther, you can see Lisa Nathan was the candidate and proceeded with the vote for the 2-year term, replacing Mr. Getzko on the board. So there are the results.
Pull up the abstract here.
Thank you.
Whoops, sorry. That was supposed to be the other way. I apologize. But here is everybody's numbers.
Should have sat on the other side. So those encompass all 3 counties that we are a part of. Carver County, and then Hennepin County, and then lastly, Franklin Woodland Township fall in Wright County. So you can see the totals as such.
Oh. A quick certificate to the abstract.
So again, this is the part where Mr. Burns, our clerk, will need to sign that he approves and qualifies as the final stamp, if you will, on the election results, that they're true and complete.
Only if it passes.
I got some official duties here.
I know.
I actually get to do something.
You're not disputing it, are you?
Okay, we have you write-ins for Mr. Thompson.
But I asked.
Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
I'll second.
Have a motion made by Mr. Burns, seconded by Ms. Danielson. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item B, resolution authorizing issuance of certificates of election and directing school district clerk to perform other election-related duties, 4-year term.
Yeah, this is the resolution authorizing the issuance of certificates to the above winners of the election, if you will, and also directs District Clerk Burns to perform other election-related duties. And
It's not just an official
anything else
stamp.
there with that one?
Yeah, I'll give you all
Actually,
the
have to do
certificates.
something.
So each of the winners of the election will be able to sign off on their certificate. And you can see those. There's Ms. Schultz, and that's where she'll sign. Mr. O'Neill and Mr. Felt. And the clerk again will sign those,
As well as the chair.
making it official, and the chair. Yes.
You need to sign.
No segregation of duties there.
No.
Is it a stamp of your face?
Yes. It's my wax seal.
Yeah.
Of course, I forgot my ring.
Oh,
Ring
yes,
seal on
right,
it.
yeah.
And then, of course, last but not least is, of course, the oath of office, and we will be asking the winners to come on in and complete their oath of office as well. And you can see each of those individuals has their own oath that will be signed by a notary. Ms. Hewitt. And they can do that,
They can do that in 7 days.
7 days have to pass before you're allowed to officially sign it. So,
We'll discuss after you can sign the certificates tonight. And then we can't take the oath until 7 days. And I can't give you that signed certificate until 7 days after the canvassing meeting.
Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved. I'll second.
Motion made by Ms. Danielson, seconded by Ms. Getzko. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item C, resolution authorizing issuance of certificates of election and directing school district clerk to perform other duties, other election-related duties, 2-year term.
So again, same process. This is just for the 2-year term filled by Ms. Naton. And at this time, we're asking for that authorization to move forward with this resolution.
And same rules apply, the 7 days.
7 days.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Burns, seconded by Ms. Schultz. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item, oh,
Just
go
before
ahead.
we move on, I just want to make a quick note and thank Ms. Hewen for all of her work in getting this canvassed election results back to the district. She spent many days traveling, making road trips to the Minnetrista city offices, Carver County and Chaska, and Wright County. I don't think you had to go to Wright County.
No, they were very nice.
Very nice. You know, that the weird thing about being in 3 counties, at least where the district boundaries lie, is that we find that that they're all different. And certainly our local county, which we claim Carver as our county, struggles to get the, matter of fact, this afternoon, I think, is when she got her final documents in.
Oh,
So
boy.
kudos to Hennepin and to Wright County, not so much for Carver, but
Really? Wonder who in
We just
Carver-
don't do exactly the same thing.
Well, it wasn't Hollywood's fault. Becky had Hollywood stuff in.
Oh, no,
like
it's-
8:15.
it's at
The
their
abstract.
level. Yeah, no, it's not the local township.
It's not the
level.
wife's fault.
No.
No,
Those were all there, just some other stuff.
so,
She's like, I gotta get to Nashville. I gotta hurry up and get this election.
And thank you, Heather, for all the
Yes,
time and
thank you.
effort putting it all together
You
from
did a
beginning to end.
fantastic job greeting at the door. You did good.
Did like
and
that.
she's an election judge now, yes. So
Nice.
add that to your resume.
Is it like 15 pages long now?
Right?
No, thank you.
That's the job description.
All right, moving on. Item D, resolution declaring the official intent of the school district to reimburse certain expenditures from the proceeds of bond issued by the school district. Mr. Schuler and Ms. Rader.
Yeah, I can start again. For those who are not on the Bach committee, this has been kind of an ongoing conversation we've been having at the Bach level with the possible use of abatement bonds to finish some of the projects that we didn't get to with the $25 million bond referendum that we had in 2019. There are some things, and you can only use it for parking essentially, lots and lighting and parking improvements. So there are some pieces, including the CLC, and we can talk more about that too, that we know need to be completed. We just didn't get that done. And I'll let Lisa explain a little bit more about the resolution itself and what we're asking for tonight as a part of the next step in the process.
Good evening.
Ms. Rayner.
This resolution is one of the projects that we did, which is in the bond, was the high school access, the new middle school access, and that is an eligible abatement bond project. So the thought is that we would take that project out and then add other projects in to do an abatement bond. The resolution that you're signing tonight is authorizing the district, because that project we've paid our first payment on that project. This resolution is allowing the district to pay itself back when we actually get the abatement bonds. So we have to have it in place, because if you do an abatement bond, or you only have 60 days from the first payment that you made for that project to be able to do this resolution, so you could pay yourself back. So we made our first payment, I think, December 27th, which that would be November 26th, I think, is when the 60 days is up. So that's why we need to get this resolution completed. Does not mean that we have to do the projects. It's just a safety net in case we do go forward with the abatement bonds. We are able to take the payment of that $1.6 million project of the middle school project and turn it into an abatement bond. So it's just a mechanism that, because we've already paid for two payments actually, we're able to take it out of the $25 million bond project and put it into the abatement bond project, if the district goes that way. So I know it's very confusing, but it's just a safety net if we choose to do it, and the resolution will be in place, so we would be able to continue on with the abatement process. Any questions?
So it's basically paying ourselves back so that we have the 1.6 million to use on other projects that we want, kind of, essentially?
Yes, pretty much.
I mean, in a sense.
It
Yep.
technically
Well,
won't
exactly.
net us 1.6, it'll
Right.
net us around $1 million, just the way the numbers tie out.
Okay.
But yes, they'll give us that $1 million back in the original bond to do other
Okay,
LT accounts
to
projects.
tackle the CLC, like that project we were looking at
That was the
before
one of the
that
main
we
ones, right?
decided it didn't work out, or it's
Yeah,
too
we
much.
just ran out of funds, the road project.
And that will cover all of it?
The abatement bonds right now, there's two options. The district hasn't decided which one, to do some work at the elementary, the CLC, and then that project is one option. And another option, option is just the CLC in this building. So it's that project plus additional projects, which the elementary was redoing the whole parking lot and some lights. The CLC was the senior
Yeah,
parking,
entrance.
and then doing the parking lot, the whole parking lot
All the way
at the
around.
CLC.
Okay,
The
And
entire,
then
so just
some lights.
resurfacing, are you saying resurfacing, or are you reconfiguring?
That is not really reconfiguring.
For the elementary school reconfiguring,
yeah,
or
it's-
just resurfacing?
Well, it's the new
It's-
front for the senior entrance.
Right,
And then the rest of the parking lots, technically it's more than resurfacing, because structurally they're in bad shape.
Got it.
So they gotta dig down and replace a bunch of the base.
Okay.
But surface area of the parking lot, net will be
Sure.
roughly the same.
got it. So, but what about the elementary school project? What are you looking at
I
there?
haven't 100%, yeah.
Like a chip and seal, what's it
Mill
called?
and overlay.
Mill and
Yeah.
overlay, I can't remember
Okay.
all the,
So that would be, stay within the current curbs and
Got
then
it.
basically
Right.
replace the
nothing,
asphalt that's there.
no new,
Okay,
Don't feel like it's in a bad enough shape to have to dig down, obviously, and
Right,
start over, but, yeah.
that,
It does need, one of the things that we've noticed in the district, we've not been on a continuous cycle of, doing steel coating for any of the parking lots.
Got
So
it.
one of the things we want to do is start getting on a cycle for that.
Yep.
Build it in either to the LTFM or other means, but this is one way to get it done with very minimal impact on taxpayers,
sure,
which is the big piece, and we don't need to go out for a referendum on this.
Right.
So,
right. Was there, you said work here too, or is it just the middle school work?
Just
Okay,
that
nothing
new
at the high
road,
school?
just some lights,
Got it.
because they're not, just switching to LED and then adding a couple, but not,
Okay.
nothing real. With the abatement bonds, each site can't go over $2 million.
Okay.
So we tried to stay in that. It can, but you have to do more hoops. So that was our goal, to stay under that.
And again, this is just giving us the opportunity
Right,
to do this.
right, not saying.
More to
we're
come
actually
if we
going
want to go down this
Right.
path, but this is just
Thank you.
in the event that we want to do this.
I think it's smart.
And it gives us time to button up scope a little more too.
I don't see a reason why we wouldn't wanna do it, but maybe
Yeah.
you have something that we
Nope,
should know
I
about.
wouldn't bring it forward
Okay.
if I didn't think it's,
Is this something new that you found out about, or something you knew about previously?
I've known about abatement bonds, but
Yeah.
it didn't come into light until like early September
Sure.
of this option of,
Well, thank
going
you
down
for
this
doing the
road.
research on this. I mean, it's very
Yeah,
smart.
we'll get more
Yeah,
things finished
Yeah.
and done, that would be
Continues to
nice.
put the district in a really nice
yes,
spot with facilities.
Yes.
I think parking lots is kind of our next big one to tackle, and it's certainly roofs, we're in a really good shape right now, we have a few more to hit, but in terms of the actual physical plant here, we're in pretty good shape. Some of this work is completed for
Mhm.
a ways out. So,
So move approval.
Yeah, a second.
This has a roll,
Mhm.
thanks.
I was going to double check with you on that one, Heather. So we have a motion made by Mr. Burns and seconded by Ms. Danielson. We are going to do a roll call vote on this, and I'm just going to do it at random. Ms. Schultz?
Aye.
Ms. Getzko?
Aye.
Ms. Danielson?
Aye.
Mr. Burns?
Aye.
Mr. Feld? Aye. The totals are aye 6, nays 0.
That's 5.
5, that's right. We're short
You're
one.
just, yes.
For the
I'm used to the 7.
For the
Yeah.
auditor.
The auditor can't count, yeah, I get that. And with that, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
We're waiting for you.
I'll let you take it this time.
Move to adjourn.
I will second. Have a motion made by Mr. Burns, seconded by Mr. Feld. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Meeting is adjourned at 5:48 PM.